So in the last few years, all-in-one digital marketing platforms have become super popular. And they sound really great on paper, right? You put your entire business on one digital platform that features a bunch of tools, and your business is all in one place, so you're going to save a bunch of money. But what I recently realized after being in the digital space since 2007 is that if you're relying on just one tool to run your entire business, you're actually putting your brand and your business in serious risk. So in this video, I want to share 3 reasons why I personally moved my website and most of my business off of all-in-one digital platforms and what I'm doing instead. And make sure to stick around to the end because I am going to share the #1 mistake that solo business owners make on their websites that keeps them trapped prospecting in their DMs. Because here's the truth. Most people think that their website's job is to give out more info about their business, but I'm going to show you the one specific page that I added to my website that pre-qualifies leads for me so that I'm only talking to people who are ready to get to work. With that being said, let's get into it. So the first reason, and one of the most important reasons, is ownership. Owning your brand and your business means that you also own the place that it lives on the internet. When a company owns your website and your payment processors and literally every single thing that you need to run your business, and then something goes wrong, like the price increases or they eliminate a tool that you were really depending on and it's no longer there, then you end up being stuck. By moving my website and most of my business off of an all-in-one platform, what I've done is I've spread out my risk. It's kind of like having multiple streams of income, not having all your eggs in one basket and being diversified, which is a smart thing to do. Now, the second reason is total and complete customization. That means that instead of using a template, which usually comes with the digital platforms, you can custom create something which is truly reflective of you and your brand. And even though there is definitely a convenience about a digital platform having all kinds of tools at your disposal, sometimes all we need, depending on our specific business, are the tools that we need to run our business, and we don't need all this extra stuff that these softwares come with. And so when you're using something like an AI builder, you can customize not only the look of your brand, the look of your website, but you can customize the tools that you need. And that way you only have what you need and nothing you don't. So you're kind of leaning out the amount of tools that you have, because a lot of us end up overpaying for tools every single month that we're not even really using. So when you use something like an AI builder, which I'm going to show you in just a moment, you can literally create whatever you need for your specific business. It's the difference between going and purchasing a suit or a dress right off the rack and purchasing one that you take to a tailor and they tailor it so that it fits your business and your brand. And that's why now I am personally using an AI builder to customize my website from the ground up, because then I have all the tools that I need to serve my clients at the highest level and only pay for things that I need and nothing that I don't. Now, the third thing is simplicity. The truth is, many digital platforms, they start to get bloated. It's kind of like when you purchase a laptop from a Microsoft and it is just bloated with all kinds of software that you do not need. So before you can even start using it, you're deleting all these things that you're never going to use. And it's sort of the same thing. When you custom tailor your website with only the tools that you need to run your business, then you can reduce your monthly expenses by creating all the things that you need and eliminating the things that you don't. So instead of talking about it, let me actually show you what I mean. Now, this is my new website, and I knew exactly what I wanted. I knew that I wanted it to serve as like this digital twin that keeps on selling for me and prospecting for me and giving people the information that they need to make a decision about working with me. I wanted to have everything laid out on the website so that it would give me more time, because most people, they see their website as just a place to give more information, like I mentioned before, where I really see my website as my most faithful employee that continues to work for me 24/7, so that it does a lot of the heavy lifting for me so that I can go live my life offline when I am done working for the day. So for that, I needed some very specific tools. And if you're anything like me and you're into aesthetics and the way things look, and you just like things to be a certain way, there's nothing like being able to custom tailor something that fits you like a glove, so that, again, you lean out and simplify and you don't have all these other tools that really have no rhyme or reason in your business. So it really boils down to customization. What do you really need to run your business? What do you really need to scale your brand? Now, although I do recommend using an AI builder to build a website that is totally custom to you and your business, there are times where you're going to want to use other tools for the back end of your business. By the back end, I mean your autoresponder, building your email list, your automations, and your checkout systems. And there's a lot of options for that. I use an all-in-one platform, but that is for the back end of my business. And the one that I use is very simple, straightforward, and doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. If you want bells and whistles, this is where the AI builder shines, because it also is an app builder. So you can add apps to your website so that you can have full customization and really create an experience for your customers, which is something that I wanted to do. So for example, when I help people with their website, my goal is to help you build a brand that sells so that you can live a life you love. I use a 3-step framework, and the first step in that framework is story. Everything is story driven, because that is like the sticky glue that attracts the people that want to work with you. The second step is color brand, because color is energy, it's vibe, and when someone lands on your website, they already get a feel for who you are without you having to even say a word. And then the third is to build out your automated lead systems, so that when you're done creating your content, all you have to do is drive traffic to your system, and it's going to do a lot of the heavy lifting for you, so that when you wake up in the morning, you wake up to an inbox of leads, booked appointments from people that actually have already seen everything that you have to offer, and they are ready to either seal the deal or just ask a few more questions before moving forward. So I wanted to create something different, something special. So if you click over here, you'll see that I have the Story Studio, a Color Studio, and the Digital U Systems collection. Now, when I go to the Story Studio, I can't build this using just a regular template or an all-in-one platform or just a regular old website builder. You can do this using an AI website builder. So then I take you through the story process. But this is the really, really cool thing. And I was dreaming of, how can I create something where people can visualize the vibe of choosing one color palette over another for their brand. And so I created the Color Studio here, and you can go and check it out. It's really cool. So basically, you identify your brand personality by choosing if you're a bold catalyst, an empathetic guide, a polished expert, or you like fun and festive. And then you can go ahead and choose the color that you like, and it just gives you a visual idea of what your brand vibe would be depending on the color palette that you choose. Now, these are things that I could never ever create using just an all-in-one platform. So this is going to give you ownership, flexibility, and simplicity that you're just not going to get with other tools. Now, if you stay to the end, I promised you that I was going to share the one page that most people don't even add inside of their website that is going to help you connect with your leads quickly. It's going to help you also filter out the people that are not ready from the people that are ready to take the next step. And that is a bridge page. The bridge page is a page that you should have right after someone downloads your free lead magnet, or some people call it a lead generator, or your freebie. After they download the freebie on your website, you should send them to a bridge page. The bridge page is going to serve as the filtering mechanism where they would take the next step. The biggest mistake that people make is when they offer their free lead magnet is that they just forward them to a download page and they don't capitalize on this very, very valuable piece of real estate, which is the bridge between the lead magnet and your offer, without you having to jump on the phone with people who are not qualified. The bridge page video acts as a pre-qualifier. So instead of having a download page, you add the bridge page strategically sandwiched between the opt-in form for the lead generator and the actual offer. And this way you allow the video to do a lot of the telling, the selling, and the pre-qualifying for you, so that when you do end up jumping on the phone or getting in a meeting or doing a Zoom call, you are dealing with a prospect who's already been through this process and they are more likely to take the next step and buy. So if you don't have that page already, make sure to download a free copy of my pre-sold prospect blueprint. You can find it right at the bottom of my website. Just go to personalbrandforprofit.com and scroll all the way down, and you can grab a free copy of that lead magnet if you'd like. And that'll show you the systems that you can start putting in place to automate more of your business and your brand. So as a solo business owner who also happens to be a wife and a mom with a real life offline, I use these tools and these systems to create leverage. Because if you don't have leverage, then all you have is a 24/7 job. And you can get a lot of these systems to replace you and do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. So if you want to see exactly how I use these tools that I shared with you today to map out a strategy that gives me my time back, I've put it all into a free guide that you can download at my website at personalbrandforprofit.com. It's called the Pre-Sold Prospect Blueprint. It's the exact framework I use myself to make sure that when I do get on the phone with someone, they're already sold on who I am and how I work, and you can set up this same system for yourself without having to invest in an all-in-one platform when you can create these custom tools for yourself. So download a free copy of my pre-sold prospect blueprint guide at my website at personalbrandforprofit.com, and I'll see you on another video. Bye for now.